The White House, that bastion of wisdom and foresight, announced on Monday that there are no final decisions on the highly anticipated tariffs on foreign movie making. Yes, you heard that right. Tariffs on films, because apparently foreign movies are the latest threat to national security, right up there with cyber attacks and unsanctioned TikTok dances. The Trump administration, in its infinite wisdom, is reportedly exploring all options to make Hollywood great again. Because who doesn't love a good sequel, especially when the original was a box office flop? In a move that has left the Hollywood elite shaking in their designer boots, President Donald Trump, in a Truth Social post, declared that he was authorizing a 100% tariff on all movies produced outside the United States. Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick cheerfully tweeted, "We're on it," presumably while perusing the latest box office reports from China. Because nothing screams economic strategy like doubling the cost of foreign films and alienating international partners. Robbie Starbuck, a former Hollywood producer turned conservative activist, applauded this move as a boon for American workers, or as they are lovingly referred to in the industry, below the line. Because let's face it, who needs cheap labor and exotic locations when you can shoot the next blockbuster in your neighbor's backyard? American rental houses are apparently over the moon about this development, as are the camera operators who now have the chance to light a scene with the iconic Los Angeles smog as a backdrop. Starbuck further pontificated that, while studios might feel the pinch now, this policy will undoubtedly strengthen the American film business in the long run. It's a bit like ripping off a Band-Aid if the Band-Aid were made of cash and the wound was a hemorrhaging industry. But worry not, dear citizens, because this will also deal a blow to Communist China's propaganda machine, which has been waging a silent war through the medium of animated pandas. Meanwhile, the local film industry in Los Angeles is experiencing what some are calling an existential crisis. Film LA reported a 22.4% drop in on-location production in the first quarter of 2025. Perhaps they're just trying to keep up with the philosophical musings of their French counterparts, pondering the meaning of life as they face dwindling job opportunities. Reality shows, indie films, and even blockbuster productions are fleeing the City of Angels faster than you can say box office bomb, finding solace in the rolling hills of Ireland and the fjords of New Zealand. In a masterstroke of irony, the game show The Floor chose to fly its host and 100 contestants across the Atlantic to Dublin, because nothing says American television like filming in a country known for its love of Guinness and Gaelic football. The BBC reports that major films like Deadpool and Wolverine and Gladiator 2 opted for foreign locales as well, leaving the Hollywood hills eerily quiet, save for the echo of missed opportunities. President Trump, ever the master of hyperbole, lamented that the American movie industry is dying a very fast death. Clearly, other countries are luring filmmakers away with promises of tax incentives and scenic vistas, which Trump has identified as a national security threat. Hollywood, Trump argues, is being destroyed by these insidious foreign influences, and let's be real, probably by a few bad scripts too. In January, in a move reminiscent of a summer blockbuster lineup, Trump appointed Jon Voight, Mel Gibson, and Sylvester Stallone as special ambassadors to Hollywood. One can only imagine the meetings with movie executives, filled with dramatic monologues and epic tales of cinematic glory. Voight, according to sources, has been crafting a plan to revive the American movie-making industry. Because who better to solve an existential crisis than a group of action stars from the 80s? So, dear viewers, as we ponder the fate of American cinema and the looming threat of foreign films, we invite you to subscribe to our channel. Hit that like button if you've ever wondered why we're taxing movies instead of, say, addressing climate change. Leave us a comment below with your thoughts on this tariff tactic. Brilliant stroke of genius or an Oscar-winning flop? We'd love to hear from you, and who knows, maybe we'll gather enough comments to make our own documentary on the subject. Until then, keep your popcorn ready and your sarcasm sharper than a Tarantino script.